Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharita. Welcome. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for the continued support of my channel. You guys, we reached 4K. I am so grateful and so excited, and I just cannot thank each and every one of you enough. I am thrilled, okay? So, in honor of that, we are doing a $40 Cash App giveaway. Yes, directly into your bank account, $40 for one lucky winner. Listen, all you need to do is first, tell me your top 3 gourmands. Second, I need you to make sure you are subscribed to the channel. You need to give the video a big thumbs up. Also, I do want you to follow me on Instagram. So, do all of that. You're automatically going to be entered. When you leave your comment, I need you to also include your Cash App address, okay? So, today's video is going to be all about gourmands. These are the top gourmands that I have in my own personal collection, and I just feel like they are all absolutely amazing. All right, so let's get into this list. We actually have 13. All right, so 13 amazing, delicious gourmands. All right, without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, you guys, so if you are just new to my channel, listen, you need to know that I am a gourmand girl. I'm obsessed with gourmands. I love smelling sweet, edible, delicious, all of that, okay? Just sign me up. So I have 13 fragrances that I think you should at least get your nose on, okay? The first one on this list is going to be what many consider to be like one of the top gourmands. And I am talking about LIRA by Georgia. This fragrance, it is so good, okay? This is a blood orange and cinnamon resinous type of scent. Now, this scent to me is going to be your perfect year-round gourmand. And I say that because the citruses really add somewhat of a fresh element to it. And even though this is sweet, it is not overly sweet. It is not cloying. So to me, this can work, you know, not only in the cooler months, but this can also be worn in, you know, the summertime, in my opinion. Maybe not for some people, but this to me works year round. This fragrance is so delicious. If you've never smelled it, I just feel like this is absolutely worth the hype that it gets. I hope y'all can hear the big truck going by. This fragrance is somewhat like milky, a little lactonic. So you've also got a little bit of spices. It's got some musk to it. So though this is very gourmand, this is a beautiful, beautiful, you know, translation of a gourmand to a fragrance, because some gourmands can get really literal. That is the gripe I had with Italica. I couldn't do Italica. This one is perfect. This is giving me a delicious fragrance, okay? It is not too literal. It is just stunning to me. That's just how I describe LIRA. It is stunning. It's just one you've got to get your nose on. Now, a lot of people have issues with performance, okay? And that is why LIRA sometimes can get, I'm not gonna say a bad rap, because it's very popular, like I said, really hyped up. But for me, LIRA gives me 5 hours, okay? I spray heavy. It's very few fragrances that I'm, you know, not spraying 20 plus sprays. That's just who I am. So this gives me 5 hours. Make sure you're doing it on very moisturized skin. Make sure you spray your clothes, overspray. And this is just so good that it is worth decanting and topping off if you feel like there are performance issues. I mean, she is a stunner and definitely one of the top gourmands in my collection. I love, love, love her. And this is LIRA by Georgia. All right, now the next one is going to be that Gourmand for the people who are not heavily into Gourmand, okay? And I'm talking about Tobaccos by the house of BTK. Tobaccos is going to be your very sexy, spicy rose tobacco combination. Now, this one features some notes of like a chocolate, and it's very lemony. So it's sweet, but it's not going to come across as something super, you know, overly sweet. And it's very, very unisex. So a man can wear this, a female, you know, can wear this, and it's just going to smell absolutely amazing on whoever puts it on. This one is very rose centered, but even if you're not a huge fan of rose, I think that you may still like this. Like I said, when the tobacco comes in and those spices and I feel like the lemon just makes this so unique. It really is a unique take on a rose. And for me, like, it's just hard for me to dislike a tobacco scent. If it's sweet, if it's tobacco, I'm probably going to love it. So definitely get your nose on this one. And this again is Tobaccos by BTK. Okay, listen, if you are into sweets, if you are into gourmands, you must, and I mean you must, get your nose on Whiff of a Waffle Cone by Imaginary Authors. This had been on the wish list for some time. I finally got it for Christmas. My daughter got it for me. But you guys, this is niche, okay? And this is $65 for a full bottle, okay? It is nothing designery about the smell. It is definitely quintessential niche, but you're not breaking the bank. When I tell you this is such a unique, beautiful take on vanilla, it is so good. It is delicious, okay? This features notes, it has it actually on the front, it's vanilla, it is heavy cream, it's salted caramel, it's amorous, it's Earl Grey, it's cinnamon, and it features the note of ice cream shop. So when you spray this on, what you're literally transported to is walking into like a Cold Stone Creamery, or, you know, just a very like one of those, you know, more upscale ice cream shops that bake their waffle cones fresh. So when you walk into a Cold Stone Creamery, you're automatically hit with that smell of fresh baked waffle cones. You know, the waffle cone bowls. It's just so beautiful. It is very sweet. I mean, you've got to like it sweet, but I feel like this is a beautiful, unique interpretation of you know, of a gourmand. This is not too literal. This is giving me a fragrance vibe. This is not going to that territory of, you know, you smell like literally like waffles and vanilla, and it's not that Bath and Body Works. It's not anything like that. This is a very, you know, sophisticated, like I said, unique take on a vanilla, and this is a must smell. You've got to get, if you love it sweet, honey, if you love it gourmands, a Whiff of Waffle Cone by Imaginary Authors, you must try. And I feel like when I smell this, it's the resinous quality to it, and it's the slightly spiciness, okay? That is what is going to give it some depth and just take it out of that category of, you know, really overly youthful or kitty-like type of gourmand sweet scent to something that is a little bit elevated, and I just love it, okay? Again, that is Whiff of Waffle Cone by Imaginary Authors. Okay, now this gourmand is one that I'm just absolutely head over heels for, and to me, Black Phantom is one of Kilian's best creations. This scent is very creamy, it's chocolatey, it's boozy, it's got like coffee notes in it. It's so like dark and sexy, and just a very classy take on a gourmand. This one is definitely a smell before you buy, because some women may think this leans a little bit too masculine. I personally think it's a great unisex scent, but get your nose on it, okay? This is probably one of the most delicious, creamiest, sexiest gourmands that have ever, like, this is just a masterpiece scent to me. I've mentioned it before on this channel. Kilian knocked it out of the park with this particular fragrance, and it is a must-have in my opinion. Even if you don't like it for yourself, ladies, honey, get it for your man, because you need to be smelling this on somebody every every fall and winter, okay? We bringing out a Black Phantom for you or for your boo. But to me, this is just, it's just a stunner. This one, people are going to stop you and ask you, what are you wearing? What do you have on? Because you smell divine, all right? Again, that is Black Phantom by Kilian. Okay, now this next fragrance is probably like, it's a tie between Spirit Sweets Double Vanille and this particular vanilla. TIHOTA by Endo is just a very straightforward vanilla, but the way MFK, you know, blended this fragrance, I just feel like nothing else compares to it. It is so sweet. It is very sticky sweet, but it is got these added white woods and musk to this abundance of vanilla and sugar, and it is just delectable. When you spray this on and someone gets a whiff of this, their mouth is going to water, okay? That is how delicious. Look at the dent, and this is with me trying my damnedest and my best to conserve this because it's just so near and dear to my heart. I feel absolutely scrumptious when I have this one on. So it's pricey, but to me it is worth every dime, okay? I think Lucky Scents has samples of this, but just get a sample, see how you like it. Actually, Scent Split does too, and they have larger size decants of it. This was not even a love at first sniff for me, and I don't know how or why, but honey, this vanilla right here is everything. So if you're one that does not need a complicated, complex, you know, overly doing too much vanilla, like, this is the one you need to try. Some people really need like spice in their vanilla, or if they want florals. No, this is for the person that just wants a sweet vanilla. This is just, it's gold. That's why it's gold in color, because to me, this is like gold in the vanilla world. I absolutely love it. And that is TIHOTA by Endo. Okay, so the next one is a designer fragrance. This is by Elisab, and this is the original Girl of Now. This fragrance to me is going to be your delicious pistachio, almond, orange blossom scent. This one is extremely sweet. So if you are not one, you know, that likes it, you know, very sweet, this one may not be for you. This one actually has great performance. It, you know, it lasts days on the clothes. It projects beautifully, but if you're a lover of orange blossom, okay, and you're looking for something that is just extra like delicious, you've got to get this one into your collection. This for me is, it's going to be probably one of the most comforting, like cozy scents. So you open with a little pear and citrus and pistachio, but to me this dries down to the most beautiful, like almondy, nutty, slightly fruity, sticky, syrupy, sweet concoction. It is gorgeous. If you can, I think the original one is discontinued. Am I right on that? I feel like this one is just harder to come by. I always see Girl of Now shine. I'm not sure. Y'all let me know in the comments. But this one it's worth, you know, the work of getting your hands on, because I think this is just one of the most stunning like almond fragrances out there. It's not overly complicated, just a very straightforward orange blossom sweet almond pistachio scent, and that is Girl of Now by Elisa. All right, now the next one is going to be your opulent gourmand. Whenever I want to smell like a rich snack, okay, it is Fragrance du Bois MINUIT Deme. What can I say? This is going to be a beautiful take on tobacco. This is tobacco. It is very spicy, so you've got, I think, like a lot of cardamom in here. I think a little bit of cinnamon, but it is a caramel bomb. So it is so sweet. To me, this is very sweet. I don't know, some people don't get sweet from this, but I think this is very sweet. I absolutely love this fragrance. This is a love for me. I feel like this has moderate performance and it's just delicious. If you can get a sample of it, do it, because to me, I tested this one the same time I tried Penhaligon's, what is it, Changing Constants. This one, it was no competition for me. The way this opens, the spiciness, it's complex, it's delicious, it's tobacco. I don't need much else in a scent, but this is just such, like I said, a stunning, opulent, okay, take on a gourmand. And I feel like Deme just really knocked it out of the park with this collab. I feel like they need to collab on another one, because they don't have a lot of gourmands within that that house. And this one is just exquisite, in my opinion. Again, that is Fragrance du Bois MINUIT Deme. Absolutely divine. Okay, the next one is my go-to for cozy at home scrumptiousness. Okay, and that is Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. This one, I think this full bottle runs maybe about 60 bucks on Amazon. And I mean, you can see I'm definitely getting my wear out of it. This is a super fruity caramel. I don't know what florals are in it. I have no idea, because when this dries down, honey, it's nothing but caramel city on my skin. It's caramel, but it's got like, you know, these mouth-watering fruits to it that they fall a little bit, you know, in the back once it begins to dry down. It opens very fruity. So I had an issue with this one when I first got it, because it was just so fruity in the opening, and I was just like, where's the caramel? But it's there. Just give it time, let it dry down, and I'm telling you, if you love it sweet, you gotta get your hands on this one. If you love a caramel note, this is a must try. I absolutely love a cold night where I can just spray my sheets with this, spray myself, and just wrap myself up in that, you know, that delicious smell. This is one of my favorite caramel bombs, and I adore it. What can I say? Again, this is Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. All right, you guys, so the next one is also by the House of Kilian, and this is I Don't Need a Prince by My Side to Be a Princess, or in short, Princess by Kilian. And let me tell you what I love to do. I love to layer this scent with Azzaro's Wanted Girl. They both have like this ginger flower note in it. They're both quite gourmand, but this one has the note of the marshmallow, and Azzaro, they've got the dolce de leche. So you're talking about combining these absolutely amazing, you know, scrumptious, sweet, I'm sorry, I had to take a moment. This is just, it's that green tea note for me, okay? I don't know what made them combine a green tea with marshmallow and ginger. Like, why? Okay? But I'm glad that the man did. This is such a beautiful gourmand. This one may be too sweet for some, honestly. I feel like this is, honey, if you thought Love Don't Be Shy was sweet, This is even sweeter, but I love a good marshmallow note, and this just knocks it out of the park. This is a beautiful scent. Like I said, it's got a little bit of spiciness from the ginger, but it's nothing too, you know, overly ginger or overly spicy. Very sweet, and it gives, you know, beautiful sillage. Okay, I just harder to come by, because when you look on Sephora, sometimes it's in stock, most of the time it's not. So if you can get, you know, the little 30 ml travel, the little $30, I think like 10 ml travel size to test it out, definitely do so. And they also have like a sample kit where you've got 2 ml. I think it's like 4 different fragrances from this line, but I've smelled others, and this was the only one that I was like, wow, you know, I have to have, I have to have this. I think, I wanted the smaller size when I went in there, but they only had the big one, and I'm glad I got the big one, because I need this baby to stick around. Like, seriously, I'm afraid they're gonna discontinue it, and it's just, you know, I'm not gonna be able to get my hands on it. So very happy I got the 3.4 ounce, because it is a wonderful marshmallow scent. So if you love Don't Be Shy, you definitely need to try this one out, because Killian does the marshmallow like nobody else. Again, that is Princess by Keno. All right, you guys, so the next one on this list is going to be a cult classic from the house of Christian Dior, Privé. This is FÈVE Delicios. So this scent is quite complex. For me, I feel like, what in this did I not like in the start? Because whatever it is, it dries down. It's not the lavender. What is it? Oh my God, I can't remember. Something green? I can't remember. But anyway, this scent is delicious, okay? It is very sweet. You've got to love it. Sticky sweet. Don't go near this if you can't take like a thick, sweet, like heavy perfume, because that is what FÈVE is. This is for the, you know, the sugar addicts, okay? You absolutely need, you know, to check your insulin after you sprayed her on, because it is just that sticky gooiness that, you know, some of us actually love. I love this scent. This is, I think, cherry. This has got almond milk, if I'm not mistaken. It's very like creamy. It's milky, almondy, cherry. It's just delicious. There are a ton of notes in here, but they come together to make something just very cozy, very welcoming, very delicious. This is appropriately named FÈVE Delicios, because you're going to smell delicious when you wear it. All right, definitely get a sample if you can. Who has samples of this? I don't know. They may be hard to come by unless you can walk up to a Christian Dior counter. But I think they do have this one in the $125 smaller size bottle, like the 1.4 ounce, if I'm not mistaken. Go to the Dior website and check it out. I can't remember, don't quote me on that, but it's definitely one worth trying if you love, you know, a sweet, almondy type of cherry fragrance. It's absolutely beautiful, and that is FÈVE Delicios by Dior. All right, now this one definitely took the fragrance world by storm, and it is very hyped. And honey, every time I spray her, every time Labelle leaves this atomizer, it is my eyes roll back in my head. I mean, every time. This is so good. This is pear, it is vanilla, it is vetiver, and it is done masterfully. This is so good. Man eater, right here. You spray this on, the man is going to be all over you, okay? You're going to smell divine. Labelle by Jean-Paul Gaultier is just, this is a for life gourmand for me. For as long as they shall make it, I shall buy it. Now, they have the Le Parfum And I had both in my collection actually, but I found it to be a little redundant, so I did declutter that one because I just prefer this one a little bit more. The intense version, it goes a little deeper, a little darker, sexier, but for some reason I just love the brightness of this one. Something about, I don't know, there's this sparkling quality to it. Even though it's very, you know, syrupy sweet, there is a sparkling quality about it, and I don't know how or why. Because like I said, it is very sweet. But if you love a pear note, and if you're looking for, another gourmand to add, this should not be slept on. I just love this one. It is so good. Worth the hype. Okay, get over to your Macy's counter, get your nose on it if you can. And I feel like the performance on Labelle, okay, and it's also one I feel like works year round, because like I said, that sparkling pear quality, I don't know how to describe it, you just gotta try it. But it's gorgeous. It is worth the hype, worth the coins. You should be able to get like a full size, this 3.4 for like under $150, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. But they have smaller size. I think it's 3 different sizes that you can get this in. So whatever your budget, I need you to get a budget together for Labelle because it is the bomb. All right, you guys. So next up on this list is Dark by Acro. I have been testing this fragrance, and I think it's about that time to get myself a full bottle. This is such a dark, oriental, spicy fragrance. And when I first smelled this, I thought that there was some patchouli in it, but there's not. So what you have in this scent is going to be a powdery cocoa and also a very dark chocolate. It is sweet, okay, but you also have a prominent hazelnut. You've got this gorgeous rose, and you have cinnamon. So this, and I tell you, it is gender fluid perfection. This is going to work beautifully on a man or woman. And this to me is just like a sexy date night dark chocolate type of scent. Now, people are always asking me, like, how do I know what to layer? To me, it's very easy to do it when you're pairing things with some similar notes components. So as I sit here and I tell you to pair your dark acro with your tobacco rose, okay, you're welcome. They go together so well. As much as I love this, I feel like there is still something to be, like, there is just something small missing from this scent that makes it a 10 for me. And it's layering it with this. Okay, so they both have rose, okay? They both have cinnamon. They both have chocolate. This has so much depth to it, okay? It is so good. This is such a good chocolate. And the tobacco rose is just, they are layering perfection. This is such a great chocolate for someone who doesn't go for like that, that very bakery, like a chocolate greedy. Like that is a very chocolate cakey type of scent. Dark acro is a little different. It's very different actually. So this line, it features, I think, all addictions. Addictions to dark chocolate, which is the Acro Dark. Acro also makes like a tobacco addiction one, sex addiction. Weed, like that whole line is all about addictions. But honey, when they made this dark chocolate, I mean, it smells like just a very mouth-watering dark chocolate, but it translates beautifully into fragrance. It is spicy, it is warm, it is sexy, it's got some coziness to it, and it's actually my scent of the day. These layered, it's beautiful. Wear that on a date, okay, during the winter, and just let me know, okay? Let me know what your date says about how you smell. They go so beautifully together. beautiful fragrances on their own, but it's just something about this dark that I'm just absolutely loving. And I've got to get a full bottle of it. I mean, it's so good. It is such a good dark chocolate. If you've never, you know, heard of it or smelled it, Scent Split. That is where I tell everyone to go to try samples. This is the 5 ml, but they've also got like a 9 ml. They've got, I think like even a 1 and 2. So whatever your budget, okay, you can try this out. And if you like a dark chocolate note, like if you like that smell, it's a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer. It's very, very beautifully done. And again, that is Dark by Acro. All right, you guys, so the last one on this list, okay, I had to put your girl in here, okay? This is Passion de l'Amour by the House of Sillage. To me, this is so gourmand because it just gives me this cotton candy vibe. I don't think cotton candy is a note in here, but the saffron, okay, the saffron and the sugar and the vanilla. So just as some people say Baccarat Rouge gives them like a cotton candy vibe, but it doesn't have a cotton candy. No, it's the same with this. This is giving me cotton candy and oud. This is very oudy, but it is I feel like this is a very feminine oud, okay? So if you've been afraid of oud, if you feel like, okay, every oud you smell is barnyardy, this is not that. This is, I feel like, beginner-friendly oud. You can get a sample at Scent Split, and it is just beautiful. This is definitely going to be a smell before you buy. I would say that with any type of scent with a prominent oud, definitely test it out first, but it's very sweet. This one, you don't you dare do no 20 sprays of this. I would never. This has 10 out of 10 performance, okay? Longevity, sillage. It's just gorgeous. This one, I remember the day I smelled it. I got the sample, I sprayed it on my hand, and I almost teared up. Like, I almost teared up. Like, I was like, wow, I was blown away. And I immediately turned around in my chair and I got a full bottle, okay? I didn't even let the thing dry down. That is how much I loved Passion de l'Amour. I mean, it's just a stunner. It is a stunner. And it's just, you have to try it out. It's very sweet, like I said. It's oudy, it projects the sillage. House of Sillage, they deal in sillage, okay? Because the sillage is just one of the best. With this particular fragrance, it is very beast mode, So if you're more of a demure type of scent wearer, this is not gonna be for you. But honey, if you like to grab attention, if you like to announce your presence, if you like to smell sweet and sexy and all the above, this is the one that you need in your collection. A beautiful oud gourmand, and that is Passion de l'Amour by the House of Sillage. All right, you guys, so that is the video for today. Please do not forget, enter this $40 giveaway. Who can't use a little cash after Christmas, child? Everybody, be sure to drop me your comments below of what? Your 3 favorite gourmands. Make sure you leave your Cash App address and also like the video. Make sure you're subscribed and also follow me on IG. All right, you know what? These are my babies, my gourmands. I love them. And if you are just kind of, not sure where to start with the gourmand world, hopefully I've given you some, ideas. These fit so many different fragrance lover types. I feel like either way, I had you covered, all right? So you know what? It has been real. Give the video a big thumbs up, and I will catch you guys on the next one.